Hello everyone, today's topic is body cavities. What are body cavities? The human body, like that of many other multicellular organisms, is divided into a number of body cavities. A body cavity is a field of body cavities. A body cavity is a fluid space inside the body that holds and protects internal organs. Human body cavities are separated by membranes and other structures. The two largest human body cavities are the ventral cavity and the dorsal cavity. These two body cavities are submitted into smaller body cavities, both the dorsal and ventral cavities, and their subdivisions are the ventral cavity. Ventral cavity. Ventral cavity, major human body cavity in the interior front of the trunk that contains such organs as the lungs, heart, stomach, intestine, and internal reproductive organs. The ventral cavity is the anterior or front of the trunk. Organs contained with this body cavity include the lungs, heart, stomach, intestine, and reproductive organ. You can see some of the organs in the ventral cavity. Is the ventral cavity allows for considerable changes in the size and shape of the organ within it as they perform their functions. For example, organs such as the lungs, stomach, and uterus can expand or contract without distorting other tissue or disrupting the activities of a nearby organ. The thoracic cavity fills the chest and is subdivided into two pleural cavities hold the lungs, and the pericardial cavity holds the heart. The trunk and is subdivided into the abdominal cavity and the pelvic cavity. The abdominal cavity holds digestive organs and the kidney, and the pelvic cavity holds reproductive organs and organ of excretion. Dorsal cavity. The dorsal cavity is the posterior or back of the body, including both the head and the back of the trunk. The dorsal cavity is subdivided into the cranial and spinal cavities. The cranial cavity fills most of the upper part of the skull and contains the brain. The spinal cavity is a very long, narrow cavity inside the vertebral columns. It runs the length of the trunk and contains the spinal cord. The brain and the spinal cord are protected by the spine. They are further protected by the meanings three-layer membrane that encloses the brain and spinal. A thin layer of cerebrospinal fluid is maintained between two of the meningeal layers. The clear fluid is produced by the brain and provides extra protection and cushioning for the brain and the spinal cord. The cranial cavity contains several organs including brain. The brain is located in the cranial cavity, which is the upper part of the dorsal cavity formed by the skull. And the meninges are the membranes that cover the protect the brain and the spinal cord. The three membranes are the dura mater, arytenoid matter, and the pia mater. Cranial nerves. There are 12 pair of cranial nerves that originate from the brain and perform a variety of functional including helping with vision, taste, and smell. Optic nerve. The optic nerve is an extension of the brain that transmits electric impulses from the retina to the brain. Carotid canal. The carotid canal is a passageway that allows the internal carotid artery, internal carotid, and venous plexus and sympathetic nerve plexus to pass from the neck into the cranial cavity. Sphenoid bone. The sphenoid bone is one of the 22 bones that from the skull and connects the neurocranium to the facial skeleton. The body cavities protect the house of the body, internal organs while still allowing and to move and grow. Protection: the body cavities protect the body delicate internal organs. Thank you.